Hi guys, Paul Pluta channel, doing a paid review because I don't do shit for free. Remember guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and remember, you want to keep me full-time on YouTube, I need more paid reviews, I need more sponsors on Patreon. That keeps me going because man cannot live on Google Ads alone. Guys, today I'm doing a review of my one watch collection. Archie. Love the channel. Let's dance. I have watched the channel for a bit, so I am somewhat following your advice to get a Steel Sports Stunner as a first piece. Good morning. So then, I paid me my money. PayPal'd you over the required Jackson. So it takes me chance. I've thrown in a kicker. Additional sawbuck cause I've asked a few more questions than normal. Pretentiously, thank you in advance. I'm 57 years of age and I'm beat the fuck up, but still ticking. I got one serious watch after retiring. Yes, a bit early, but not my choice. And specifically waited for a real watch. As before, buying a watch without fucking struggle and the sacrifice wouldn't have meant anything. Here's my philosophy. Here's a philosophy. The only watch worth buying is one you can't fucking afford. But I digress. I expect to only have a collection of one, and one that means something. Review question. My first watch that isn't a shitter is a completely refurbished Breitling 2016 Breitling Superocean Chronograph, model A334A. I would like your opinion on that watch. Is it a keeper? Paid $2,500 and then sent it into Breitling for a full service. Long story short, it cost a fuckload of money, $800 to bring it back to brand new, and I realized that now I was overpaid. As I said and done, I paid $3,300 for a like new watch that I can see I can get a brand new one for the same price. Oh well, fucked up, but here we go. Additional question. Is this watch a keeper or a stepping stone? If need be, I have another $1,000 or $2,000 lying about which can be utilized to trade up along with the Breitling to something more appropriate for my one only watch collection. So the question is, should I trade up or something? If so, what? Or just call it good with the Breitling Superocean Chronograph 2. By the way, I did my homework on my watch, so don't treat me with kid gloves. I know, although it has a very good, some would say great movement, caliber 13, value 7750, that the movement is not in-house, but a Breitling modified ETA, and sometimes you rag on ETA movements. So then, thanks for bringing some light and laughter to me. Cheers, mate. Back to the channel with Lafroig in hand, Mickey. Thank you, Mickey. Okay. Mickey Flanagan, singer. He must be a showbiz person. Okay, Mickey, thank you so much there. What do I think? That's a good question. That's a very good question there. Look, I got to tell you, firstly, let me say this to you. I got to say to you, you got to be happy with a watch you get yourself there. You know, it's one thing for me to say, buy this, buy that, but you got to buy things that you really like yourself there. It doesn't matter what anyone says as long as you really like the critter. That's the most important thing to having any watch at all there. Now, I got to tell you, this watch that you've chosen here, it's an interesting bit of a mix there. In the sense that you've gone for a I gotta tell you, in all honesty, a Breitling. I do like the Breitling brand there, but how do I put this politely? I probably how would I put this? I probably, how do I put this? Look, I kind of, a chronograph that's a diver. Yeah, I suppose it is a very much a all-in-one sort of tool watch. Um, I got to be honest with you. I got to be honest with you there. The fact that it's got the ETA movement is not a deal breaker. I mean, in many ways, it makes it more more serviceable from an independent. Now that you've done the Breitling thing, don't go back to them again. I think honestly, as a watch, as a quality watch, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You bought it second hand to start with. They're a fair bit more used. Sorry, new. Look, it depends on your. I got a lot of respect for people who are one watch people. I got to be honest with you. I used to think, oh, you want a diver, you want a GMT, you want this, you want that, you want a dress watch, you want this, casual, yada yada yada. But I got to say, you got one watch, you got no security storage problems, you've got no issues with what do you wear today. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I think it's a quality watch. You haven't paid ridiculous money. Okay, you haven't paid. Yeah, I understand. It probably wasn't the wisest sending it to them to get a service done. That was a little bit stupid. Sure. But it's not the end of the world. It is a chronograph and you got it serviced by them. I mean, what's a chronograph going to cost to service anyhow? You send something to Rolex and you get a much bigger bill than that. Look, I would say myself, is it see the thing is this, okay, so say you got $3,000 for it and you put another $1,000 in there, 4,000. What are you going to buy with that? What are you going to buy for 4? You might get an Explorer 2 Polar. Look, what's my honest opinion as a one watch? I think it's fine. I really do think it's fine. I think Breitling is a good brand. It is a really good brand. I mean, look, the ETA thing does pull it down a bit. It's like IWC. They use a lot of ETA movements as well. And the other thing is, too, they normally don't use just a base one. They do a lot of work on it themselves as well, polishing and getting it, real schmicko to their standards. Look, what do I think of it as a one watch? I think it's fine. At your age there, I think it's a perfect watch. It's the numerals, it's easy to read. It is a great watch. I've owned a Superocean myself. This is the Superocean Chronograph. I reckon it's a keeper. I wouldn't be selling it. I really would not be selling it. I think, I mean, look, if you had oodles of money, I mean, the only, look, put it this way. For the amount of money, $3,000 US, what are you going to get for $3,000? That's a chronograph. That's, waterproof like that. Not that I would take a chronograph. I never would take a chronograph in water. I probably wouldn't do that. I don't like to put any watch in water, to be honest with you. But I think that's a great watch. It's a great, you can wear it everywhere. In your position there, I'd keep it. I'd keep it because unless you're going to spend, quite significantly more money, you're not going to really be happy. If you had a choice of a Batman or the Breitling, this Superocean chronograph, yeah, I'd go for the Batman. Sure, I reckon that'd be a cooler, more durable. Yeah, I'd do that. But if I had a choice of an old Explorer Polar and a Breitling Superocean chronograph, I'd probably keep your one. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Okay, so my honest opinion on it there is, in your circumstance, as a one-watch person, something practical and usable, yeah, I would keep this. I reckon it's a great watch. And, I think it's great bang per buck. It's great bang per buck. Breitling is a good, they're expensive. You go to a Breitling shop, go and have a look at how much a Breitling is. They are dear. They're not cheapy watches. They're not cheapies. These are a quality piece. And yes, they use an ETA. Well, a lot of manufacturers do. That's kind of what they do there, But I would say I'd be happy with it. I reckon it's a keeper. For you, it's a perfect watch you can just wear in retirement, semi-retirement, and enjoy yourself. Yeah, I would keep it. It's a great watch. I like Breitling. I think they're a great watch. It's a luxury watch, for God's sake. It's a luxury watch. Yeah, and I reckon for you, I'd keep it. The only way I would say to you to get out of it is if you're going to spend a lot more money, like 7,000 or 8,000, then I'd be buying a Batman. You know, that's you know, and even that's going to be maybe a bit more. You know what I mean? Or a subby, Rolex Submariner. That's what I'd go to. But if you're going to around that budget, nothing compares. Nothing compares. And even though you've had it overhauled and serviced, so what? So what? So what? Next time, send it to an independent. But you've done it. You've got it done. No point looking back. No point looking back. So I reckon I'd keep it. I really would keep it. I don't think it's a terrible watch at all. I'm actually thinking about getting a Breitling for myself. I wouldn't mind getting a Superocean Heritage. That's sort of the vintage looking Superocean. I reckon they are really sexy and cool. I'm a little bit short of money. Money doesn't grow on trees, sunshine. So yeah, that's my kind of opinion. But yeah, I reckon keep it. It's a keeper. I'm Paul Pluta. This is the Paul Pluta channel. Tell me what you guys think of that.